I'm live. Well, at least that's what my deal says there. I can take these headphones off. Hey guys, this is Miss Mother Trucker here. It is Wednesday nights when I'm normally supposed to go live. I just have not been able to, get it going. So I just figured I'd come on here and say hi to y'all. See how you're doing. Okay, just waiting for someone to come in. If anyone's there, just give me a thumbs up. Throw in a comment. Tell me how devastatingly gorgeous I'm not. It's okay. Oh, it looks like we got someone. I think we did. Hey, can you give me a thumbs up and leave some kind of comment where I know you're here? Let me know who's in here. I need to tell my brother I'm live too. He always likes coming in. Let's see. Hey guys, how are we doing? Are y'all staying busy? Last week was absolute hell for me. That was a miserable week. Let me see if my brother's there and let him know that we're doing live. He just likes coming in. It's just fun for him. Hey David, how you doing? Forwarded to voicemail. Well, he ain't. He's forwarding me to voicemail. I'll see how he is. Well, he'll just be sad he missed this live, won't he? So anyway, guys, I am sitting here in Arizona. I'm fixing to do a load going to Cali. I pick it up at 1:30 tonight. And, I mean, I'll tell you here, I don't know how many of y'all are at Prime, but it has been slow. And if you're at Prime, let me know. I mean, last weekend, I sat. I mean, it really, well, no, this past week was actually decent. I did about $10,000 in revenue. But as a trainer, that's not a lot. A trainer or a team, $10,000 in gross revenue. I remember at Prime when I had a $12,000 check in 1 week to my bank account. I mean, it's been really harsh lately. I mean, I don't know. How are you guys doing out there? Those of you who are truckers. And if you're thinking of coming in trucking right now, at this particular juncture, I say do not do it. Wait a year. Let this, change. I've had to put off my surgery. I'm putting off my tummy tuck indefinitely right now for the next 4 months at least, because I'm going to be going in and doing my facelift. It's just overlapping. Oh, exciting news, y'all. Guess who's going to Alaska on the 15th of next month? 16th, actually, I'm flying out. But I'm going to be at Prime on the 14th. Me. I'm going to be flying into Fairbanks. I would have loved to have driven up to Alaska, but I'm flying into Fairbanks, me and my brother. I'm going and looking at properties there. I'm looking at a couple cabins, some with a couple acres. I only want to either rent something or buy something real cheap, because I want to become an Alaska citizen, because if I become a resident of Alaska, it qualifies me for the Homesteading Act after a year, and it's a full calendar year. So I probably won't rent anything on this trip or buy anything unless I see something that's just a real screaming deal. So I'm pretty excited about it. Have you, any of y'all been to Alaska yet? I lived there for 8 years. Well, I can tell you some stories. I remember when I first got to Alaska, y'all, it was too much. I go out, and I was walking my dogs outside the hotel, and, I understand I'd never been in this kind of cold before. And your eyelashes, they'll build up this ice all over them, this thick ice in no time because of the water in your eyes. And I remember I called my dogs over, I put the leash back on them, and I took my glove off to do it. And I didn't put my glove right back on because I was just going back in the hotel, because we had just gotten there and we were looking for a house to buy. And I grabbed the door, and at the time, the door handle, it was like, 40 below zero. And when I grabbed it, it was like grabbing a hot poker. It burnt the inside of my hands, my fingers. It was horrendous. I mean, it was bad. And it felt like you were grabbing a hot poker. It didn't feel like, oh, I touched something so cold. Oh, I mean, I learned my lesson real quick. Hey, Tim. Younger at the pilot, aren't you? Yeah, I'm at the pilot. Yeah, I'm hard to miss. My truck is easy to spot. Greetings from Illinois. Hey, Illinois. Oh my God, Tim Travels. Terry, I talk about your channel all the time on here, sir. And this is the first time you've ever commented on one of my deals or been in one of my live chats. That's someone you guys gotta check out. I am such a huge fangirl. I mean, I love Terry from Tim Travels. He is one of the most brilliant people on YouTube. He really is. He has an incredible mind. He was an attorney, and he just wanted to do something different, and he came to Prime and became a truck driver. Well, no, he was a truck driver before he came to Prime, but he became a truck driver. He has a cool wife. She's like, hey, go for it. You know, I mean, it must be nice to have that kind of spouse that supports you. So, and to go out and do what you love. And that's one of the reasons that, you know, I'm going back to Alaska. I miss it. I love it. I love hunting. I love fishing. I love the homestead lifestyle. I love doing all that. I mean, it's wonderful. But trust me, Homie the Hooker is not going to be going without. I will have electricity. I will still be a truck driver. I don't know if I'll be at Prime or not. I don't know. I'm really having. I will take my truck with me wherever I go. But right now we're hurting at Prime. I mean, Terry, you know, he did a video talking about. I think he made a couple thousand gross revenue for the week. And I told y'all about the other weekend where they, you know, I think it was the same weekend that Terry had his bad week. The thing is, I took a load. I accepted a load from my dispatcher. She said, you can drop it off in to 2600. Yeah. You can drop it off in Fontana, at the Fontana Yard. And I thought, okay, as long as I can drop it off, because otherwise I would have been sitting on a $2,000 load for 4 days with a student. And so I get there, we rush to get there, we drop it, and then they said, okay, you got to do a favor load do a local run for us because you dropped it off. And I'm like, sure, not a problem. Then they assigned me one that doesn't deliver until Monday, and I got there Saturday. And I was like, no, you guys got to give me something that delivers now. And they're like, nope, you can either do that or you can take that load that you dropped off back that delivers on Thursday. And I said, no, I only took that load because my dispatcher said I could drop it off. And so I ended up calling in, and I was berated by Weekend Dispatch. The guy, not Leslie, which was the dispatcher, but the guy that was in charge, he berated me, talked down to me. He was very condescending. And he goes, because we always call them favor loads when we drop them off. Even our dispatchers do. He goes, first off, let's correct your vocabulary. He goes, it is not a favor load. It is just freight. And I said, yeah, you can call it whatever you want, sunshine, you know. So now we have forced dispatch. Is that what you're telling me? He goes, you can call it what you want. You can turn it down and take your other load back. I mean, he was just a jackass. And he just berated me. And it was all I can do to hold my temper. Honey, I'm country as hell. I will tear you up and tear you down in a New York darn minute. You know, I'm as nice as can be to people. But when you try talking down to me, oh, hell no, that dog don't hunt, sweetie. Country don't mean stupid. Or country does not mean stupid. You know, I mean, give me a break. But anyway, you know, I just hope y'all are doing good. And what other companies are here besides Prime? And what's it like at your company right now? And that's another thing. We need to start sharing different companies. I was talking to BIC, I think is the name of the company. It's a company, they bought out RST, which pulls Prime Freight. Now they're also pulling Prime Freight, but they also have runs that go up to Alaska. Like if you're looking for an adventure, they pay really, really well, and they're also looking for haul road truckers. And if I did not just buy the Pearl, and if they would take the Pearl, I know they would take it on the side that's hauling Prime Freight, but why? I would love to do the haul road, and I'd also love to do the Alcan, driving, like, I think their loads, a lot of them start in Texas, in Houston, and go all the way up to Fairbanks, and then they divvy them up from there. Some go on up the haul road, which is the ice road, like the ice road truckers, on up into Prudhoe Bay and stuff like that, and they pay astronomical money, and it's an adventure. And I'm supposed to talk to him after the first of the year, because they hired me a little while back, but I wasn't ready to leave Prime, because, I'm going in for the facelift and the tummy tuck, giving Granny an overhaul. But if y'all are looking for something that's kind of adventurous and pays really good, and they're really busy, I mean, these people are making truly astronomical money. You can do it leasing their trucks. You can do a lease purchase if you want to haul just freight in the lower 48. But the loads going to Alaska and the haul road is paying a ton of money if y'all are interested in that. My Alaska job I would like is to find something like going from Anchorage to Fairbanks to Tok and around there on the good roads. But something about hauling the haul road, how exciting is that? I think that would be a ton of fun. So, okay, guys, give me some comments. I'm not going to stay on here too long if we don't get something going here. And I understand, a lot of y'all are just starting to move again. And, okay, we are down to 4. I guess I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. It's just no real takers tonight. Normally, we're up to around 14 to 20 people. But now, well, we're up to 5. One more came in. And, some nights we're just not feeling it. So, anyway, guys, please take care of each other out there. Treat your fellow truck drivers with love, kindness, respect. Practice inclusion instead of exclusion, because you never know who you're going to meet. And you might like them. There's a lot of neat people out in the world. Okay, guys, lots of love from Mother Trucker. And if I don't talk to y'all before Christmas, Merry Christmas. And I'm going to try to get out a Christmas video. And Happy Hanukkah to our Jewish friends. And I will talk at y'all later, okay? Miss Mother Trucker out.